This is a conversation. And conversations have power. Like you were talking about your daughters, our families. Conversations have power. And to have sacred conversation, we can bring about peace. Not just the words of peace, but the possibility that peace is for all of us. There's a lot that we can complain about. And we have been complaining about the conditions on this planet for thousands of years, right? And then something happens. And someone emerges, and we can listen to them. And in the listening, we began to open up. We began to know that the listening is out there, but the listening is in our hearts, in our souls, in our spirits. And then in those moments, there's peace. And when we can learn to bring that peace every day in every way, then we begin to have what I like to call committed listening. And if we can listen here tonight, and then we can begin to move out and not beat people into listening, because listening does not occur that way. But if we can begin to listen, the listening of this entire planet, this entire world, and listen, and allow that listening to call forth the goodness, the beauty, the hope that's here for all of us, then what? Then we keep listening. It's like when your mom is singing. This is, the beauty of music. It calls us to listen, because you can't chatter and do all that kind of stuff and listen. And it's a lost form of communication for us. And so reclaim conversation as a sacred practice. So I'm going to use the word God, and whatever God is for you, Allah, Buddha, whatever it is for you, but there's something that's sacred. If you're an indigenous person, there's something that's sacred for all of us. And so it'll sound like this: may the blessings of God be upon you. You repeat after me. May his peace abide within you. May her presence illuminate your hearts. Now and forevermore. And if you can walk through the world blessing and opening, then there can be transformation on this planet. And then 1,000 years from now, there'll be some people standing here going, what happened to these crazy people? What did they do? What happened? And I'll say, we fell asleep, and now we are awakening. We fall asleep, and then we awaken. We fall asleep, and then we awaken. And we keep practicing, noticing, and listening when we are asleep. And so we can say that right now we are in a sleep period. But it takes a few people to awaken, to call people to listen. And then there is an opening. There's a possibility for peace. Thank you, and listen, and listen, and listen.
Good evening, everyone. I'm representing Hindu faith, so namaste. Thank you so much for the invite. I'll get straight to the topic. We are talking about peace and reconciliation. And how do we get there? So as a Hindu, we are drilled in our heads since we are kids to take responsibility for yourself. How do you do that? And we have taught our kids to do the same thing. You learn to control your 5 senses, your eyes, what you see. If you see hate around you, you will start hating everyone. If you start listening to stuff criticizing everyone, you will start doing that. If you eat, and we get a lot of junk food here, but if you don't know how to control your mouth, your tongue, and you're hogging, you're going to get fat and flabby. So these senses, your touch, and I'll get into where I'm going with this, and which is the fifth sense I'm missing. I got eyes, I got ears, nose. So, I mean, smell. I mean, so, I just take a bath every day. That's all I would say. but let's look at things that are around us. With the new cell phone technology, in my scriptures tell me, lust, greed, and anger lead you to hell. Because now you haven't controlled your five senses, and you have fallen victim to this. Where do we start? It starts with the family. It starts with you. For us, growing in a foreign land, we left our native land back there, but kids grew up here. So now it's a mixture of two cultures. How do we bring two cultures together? Every culture, I think, has something good to offer. And if we start looking at good, we will start being good.
So this is what the peace is, that if you can talk to people without telling them what is the thing. So peace comes from heart. It doesn't come from mind. It doesn't come from your action. Peace comes from heart. And this is all that I am trying to do for last 30 years. I started NC Eid Festival, which is Eid is the celebration of the Muslim festival. There are two. And this is where the peace starts, because they saw what I am trying to do, and I call that Eid as an American holiday event. And this is what actually I'm doing. I'm writing these days books. I have 5 or 10 books already, 24 books planned. So I created a character called Bumblebee of Valmora. She is a Western girl. Right now she is a teenager, but she is a peacemaker. She is reading all the books from all over the world. Arabic culture, Greek culture, American culture, European culture. And she's writing books, so she's a writer. And she's narrating all these books. There'll be audio books. And she's collecting all the things in a way that we are all one. We are not separate. The story do the same thing in Arabic culture, 1001 Night, what we do in American culture. Same hearts, same dreams. So I hope that if it picks up, and we're going to create videos and everything. So this is a big project that I started.